What's going on? Welcome to BS Backstage. We're hanging out with Thomas Rhett on tour right now, Florida Georgia line here at the PNC Music Pavilion. Welcome back to the Carolinas,
Thanks,
brother.
Dude.
How you been?
I've been good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How you surviving the heat so far?
I'm surviving, man. It's freaking hot.
Yeah, a little
it's
bit.
Hot, yeah.
I'm loving the hat, dude. Tell us a little bit about it. Home team, America?
Yeah, home team is our it's just our niche, man.
Yeah.
It's like whatever town we're in, we're always pulling for you. We're pulling for whatever's local to your town.
Yeah.
Your football teams, your baseball teams. So obviously it changes every night.
Yeah.
So, all around the country, I'm pulling for every single town. So.
Now, of course, I know because you're in the Carolinas tonight, you're a little biased to the Carolinas, but where exactly in the country is probably your favorite place to play?
Man, I don't know. I mean, you can't beat the Southeast, obviously. Yeah. Probably in the summertime, anywhere where it's less than 90 degrees. So, probably Maine or Seattle. Yeah. It's way up there, but it feels good when you play up there. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, with your dad being in country music all his life, was there ever those talks you guys had, like, son, when you go to this town, you got to always stop here for lunch, or you want to stay away from this area, or when you go to this town, just beware of this? Any of that when you're growing up, or even now that you're in the business?
I mean, when I grew up, I feel like I saw most of the country, riding around on the tour bus with Dad when I was like, 8 and 9 years old. So a lot of those memories have probably been erased from me. But I don't know. It's been really cool. The best part about it is lately, going on the road and Dad coming with us to write or whatever, and he'll be like, "Man, I played here in '98, or I remember playing on the same stage in 1999."
Cotty Joe probably played there.
Yeah, dude. It's it's crazy going, especially to all the clubs and to the bars and hearing Dad's stories about playing there and stuff. So it comes full circle, which is crazy. Yeah.
Is there anything that you learned, you think, back then on the road with Dad that you take into now, like things you saw and the way they worked, and maybe something that he did and now you put it in your own life?
Well, I think from the outside looking in, you just think that all this stuff just happens. Like you look at the stage and you're like, oh well, I'm sure that was easy to get there. But when you go on the road and you get to wake up at 9 o'clock and you get to see load in and you're watching crews set all this stuff up, and you're watching the new sound check.
Especially a show like today, where it's huge.
They started at 8 o'clock this morning. Without those guys, a show doesn't happen. So I think that's something that I got to learn a lot about. Going on the road with him. So
cool. In today's country world, there's all these news about divorce this, divorce that. How do you and your wife? Because you guys are great together. I mean, I see the posts all the time on Instagram and Facebook. What's the one thing that you guys kind of keeps you guys together and keeps you going strong?
I don't know. Adventure, I guess. We do a lot of stuff together. We travel the world together. I mean, just like any relationship, honesty is the key, and setting those boundaries to where you don't set yourself up for failure. So
cool,
it's great though.
Cool. Did you catch yourself writing a lot with her and about her, or does she ever help write a song?
No, she inspires a lot of ideas, but we've never written a song together. But no, she's like the best song picker in the world.
Cool.
So.
Did she pick Crash and Burn?
She did.
All right. I mean, we all know Chris Stapleton wrote that, right?
Yeah.
Did you have any? How soon after he wrote it did you hear it?
Well, honestly, man, when I heard that demo of Chris singing that song, I was like, well, surely he's going to go cut that.
Right.
Because this was before Chris had put his Traveler record out, which arguably is the best record in 10 years.
Unbelievable.
And so, to hear him singing, Sometimes I Cry and Traveler, to hearing a song that he wrote called Crash and Burn, it's like, this dude can do anything.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that literally could have gone and made any record he wanted to and would have been successful. But I don't know, everything Chris sends me, I immediately want to try to put my voice on.
I think there's a lot of people that feel that way.
Oh yeah.
He's after Crash and Burn, there's another single I hear folks are talking about. You can tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, man, the song's called Die Happy Man. And, while we're talking about relationships and stuff, it's probably the most lovey song that I've ever written.
Crash and Burn seemed very lovey, though.
It was lovey.
Very lovey.
It was, someone was asking me earlier, like, how do you write a happy breakup song? And it's like,
We've all been
in those.
I was very happy.
We've all been in those scenarios where it's like, whether a girl breaks up with you or vice versa, sometimes it's like an awesome thing. It's like, God, finally I got broken up with, because I was too scared to break up with you. So cool, see you, love you. But
are you sure you're positive? All right, see you later, bye.
But no, Die Happy Man is basically a song I wrote about my relationship and with my wife, and very personal. And I think it's going to show a completely different side of kind of what we do. So
cool. You gonna play it tonight?
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it.
Playing it
Here
tonight.
in Charlotte, hanging out with Thomas Rhett. Appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, buddy.
We'll see you up on stage, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you.